A new Supercell game. We all played Boom Beach and Clash of Clans and Clash Royale and Heyday and Squad Busters and Brawl Stars. A new Supercell game. What is moco? Well, I really didn't know because this was my first look. As a matter of fact, after this little video that I recorded, I had decided I don't really want to play moco. I was like, after the first look, this seems really underwhelming. Doesn't really feel that entertaining, and I was really not vibing with this whole text-based system that you see me going through. Like the whole talking to different little NPCs and it's through text dialogue, and they give you quests and you have to complete quests in order to advance, in order to continue. I hate quest-driven MMORPGs, but I love MMORPGs. I would rather have free reign, free roam, and at times I think that while playing moco, but this was my first look at it, so I guess that's somewhat like a spoiler alert. Anyway, you go and you get your little apartment, and then you got like this phone, and they start texting you, and you gotta play the tutorial and just all of it. Look at all of it. It looks garbage from this first look that I had. I really was just gonna delete the game and be like, well, it's another Squad Busters. I don't like it. But in order to give a real impartial, unbiased opinion, I had to give this here game a second look. And so I did. It really was irking my nerves having only one method of attack in a fucking MMO. And I really was thinking, damn, moco's gonna be dookie. So you complete the tutorial, and then you get to design your character after a little more dialogue. Every MMORPG has like a character select. One of the primary draws or allure to this game was the idea that Supercell broadcasted or advertised it as the first non-pay-to-win, non-pay-to-play Supercell game that they would ever release. And everyone knows that paired with the RPG or MMORPG microtransaction sort of controversy. It's like DLCs or just being able to purchase a gear or some sort of pay money advance in the game. It was really irking a lot of people's nerves for a long time. And so as a result, a lot of people were just looking for an MMORPG that wouldn't do them dirty like that. One that they could just grind on, and it would be like RuneScape. You know, you don't get to pay to garner more skill. You gotta grind, you gotta hustle. You can't pay for the next 20 levels. You can't pay for a set of armor that's gonna put you above everybody at your level. And that's what had made me even pre-register for moco. And I know I'm actually like fucking 6 or 4 months late when it comes to downloading this game. I pre-registered though, I swear. It was like on Brawl Stars, they could have you pre-register. And it was like sign up for an email. Or just in the fucking app store. I'm just kind of blowed that I came so late, because I wanted to be able to, play the game off rip on release. But anyway, that's not such a bad thing that I'm just like 3 months late or 4 months late upon the official release. And so if you look at this game, you'll recognize a couple of things. You can check your quests while you're in each individual zone. And each individual zone you unlock by further progressing along on these quests. It's practically tied to your level though, And though it seems like how other RPGs would do it, like tedious or kind of annoying, you actually don't have to listen to the quest line. And you could go back and you could level up as much as you want in the first zone. Or you could go back and you could level up as much as you want through versus battles instead of following along the quest line. Your only problem then would be unlocking gear. Overall, the bosses are reskinned or reused, which is kind of tedious. It's kind of like, you guys could have been more original, created more bosses upon like moving on to 3 zones later. I shouldn't be running into the same type of fucking boss. I keep on being profane. I'm sorry to all the chitlums out there. That's why I usually don't record videos when you wake up. But I know I gotta knock this out the way or else I'm not gonna do it later. I almost done it again. Anyway, I was saying that reskinning the bosses is kind of lazy, kind of lousy. But overall, the fact that they all chain different ultimates, use different attacks, is a relatively refreshing thing. Like being in game and not always having to, dodge to the left because he's going to use that swipe that he does in front of him, or, now he's creating some ball of fire around him. Gotta get out the range of that. They're all different, and they chain them in different ways. So Moco really did bring bosses to life in that sense, and I can appreciate it. Beyond that, the gear, there's like different, it's not classes, but different sets of gear offer you up different sorts of abilities. So you could be a close range fighter or a long range fighter. You could be a healer or support. You could be just like a ranged fighter in the sense of having a bow or a gun or throwing bombs. Or you could be a mid-range fighter with like a gauntlet that throws people in a loop. Overall, you got bats and swords for your up close and front melee fighters. And along with all the little side quests, alongside the main quest, there's side quests that pop up whenever you enter zones. Not only that, but they already started adding events with event timers. So that's pretty cool. Overall, you'll probably never get bored, especially when you realize that there's people that are like level 100 plus. And you got a long way to go, young Padawan. Starting off. You can hit level 15 in like an hour and 30 minutes worth of playing the game. I told my brother to download it a day after I had already been playing sporadically. And then I get on and he's like, he basically gets to my level in like 1 hour and 30 minutes of a phone call. And I was like, whoa, the progression's got to be different for everybody. And I imagine it is. How serious are you taking progression? Maybe you're just kind of loitering around, meandering around, and you don't really have a sense of direction. Maybe you don't really know what gear can go with other gear best. Overall, this is just my first look. So as I continue on, I'll probably make some more moco videos. Its player base is super small, so they wouldn't really be for views. It doesn't seem like a game that anybody's really streaming or playing like exclusively. Most of these people that I've seen playing it for like reference videos or just to see how many views it was getting, it's like Orange Juice or Kairos, people who already play other Supercell games. And so even then, those videos that they uploaded didn't get many views. I don't really expect much from Moco as far as the view department or the getting clouded. I'm not really finna start like exclusively streaming Moco, even if this video got like 100,000 views. Overall, it's just a good, fun little game to play when Brawl Stars is aggravating, or when all my builders are taken up on Clash Clans, except for the one builder you save free for wall upgrades. It's it's just a new variety game. It's my new Rukoi, basically, my new idol, kinda just play for a little second game.